TXT has terrible vocals.
I fear you are correct. I don't think they're horrible singers, but whoever is in charge of their vocal production for their songs is horrid at their job. Cause the amount of auto-tune used is honestly insane. Like, it doesn't even sound tasteful. Same with BTS. Most of them can sing except for Hyun, but their vocals still sounds like shit because of overproduction and auto-tune abuse. TXT is very talented, but I struggle with listening to their music for this exact reason.
Stray Kids is only stand for their visuals, not for their vocals or dance.
While I don't doubt that they have stands like this, most stays seem to care about their singing, rapping, dancing, and performing. I feel like bias-wise, some people choose based on looks though, which is sorta superficial. But I'd argue people care about their talent most. They're quite a talented group, and I think they get good recognition for that.
Ahein's energy is sloppy looking, and she doesn't follow the rhythm.
From TikTok clips I've seen, cause I don't stand Baby Monster, Ian's energy seems to vary depending on the day. Sometimes she looks crazy as hell throwing her arms around and jumping 12 feet in the air. But sometimes she looks like Jennie. It feels like she dances very all or nothing, so I partially agree with you. I feel like they should have trained her more with dancing cause she doesn't seem to be good at matching the energy needed.
aespa has ruined their flawless 4-year title track, Drop BC of Dirty Work. The whole song highlights their weak points instead of focusing on their strong suits.
Honestly, I agree. This was a pretty weak release compared to Armageddon or Better Things. The chorus just sounds messy and I really hate the second verse. It feels like they were trying to keep the edgy Armageddon vibe, but the song just didn't really sound great. I mean, they do a good job still because they're aespa, however. This title track doesn't really pack a punch for me. I definitely don't think it's over for them though, just a weak point.
Artists shouldn't do a world tour until they have at least 15 songs.
I totally agree. I swear if artists start having world tour for only one, maybe 2 EPs worth of music cough cat's eye, I'm gonna rip my hair out. Cause what? Is the show gonna be 45 minutes long then they did? Cause ultimately it should be about the music, and if there's a severe lack of it, then why have a tour? I understand trying to connect with fans, but I feel that having a tour with, say, less than 15 songs just promotes the consumerism of pop. It encourages groups to keep releasing half-assed singles and EPs instead of full albums. I'd rather have a full album once in a while than comebacks every 2 months.
This is for Buy Twice is kinda mid a Love Twice booty, just preter the comeback Better Thesis for.
Honestly, I felt this way at first, too, but the song really grew on me. It's simple but very fun and refreshing in my opinion. The choreography is super cute and I really love the concept. I just wish the song was a bit longer because it could totally use a bridge. But yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but personally, it's a bop to me.
Twice solos feels just like they have to release solos and not like if they actually do what they wanted to.
Sadly, I feel like that's kind of the name of the game in pop. If a company wants an artist to go solo, they're gonna make it happen. However, I think Nayeon and Jihyo seem to succeed as solo artists since they genuinely seem to love performing and singing. As for the solo songs on YouTube as of late, it did seem pretty random to me. I think Twice works better as a group and I hope they don't try to make every member go solo, cause I'm sorry, but Momo is not soloist material and I love that girl.
Blackpink should disband. At this point, they're better solo.
Unfortunately, it had to be said, I really loved them from 2016 to 2020 but lately they seem to be thriving as soloists more. Well, mostly Jennie, but still. Their group dynamic looks sloppy on a stage and they don't have enough music that they seem excited to perform. I think Jennie especially is meant to be a solo artist. She just shines when it's all her, whereas she seems to give up when it's group activities. Same with Lisa. She seems to shine more as a solo artist, however, I don't think her solo work is great. But that's besides the point. Anyways, I agree and I hope they disband honestly, or at least come back really strong.
Comeback promotions shouldn't be more than a month long.
Ultimately, I agree with this. However, It depends on how busy the promotion schedule is, in my opinion. If the schedule is packed, then I think it should only last maybe 2.5 weeks. But if the performances and events are pretty spaced out, I think a little over a month could be adequate. But due to the normalization of insanely busy comeback schedules, I think 2 weeks makes sense to prevent extreme overworking.
Minsung ain't real, it's just fan service. It's so obvious they are friends. Shipping idols makes you weird as fuck.
While I don't know any of these idols personally, I agree with this. It's sad that fan service has become so normalized for how truly creepy it can be. I understand wanting to please your audience, but when you're only fueling the pervy shippers, no wonder people think their ships are real couples. Minsung are most likely just friends, colleagues, and nothing more.
I think K-pop isn't as fun as it used to be.
I partially agree, and I feel like sometimes of it is because of relying too heavily on mimicking Western artist styles or artists who blew up in America. Like Pink and Theorist blows up and then New Jeans comes around. Nasty by Tinashe blows up and suddenly every pop group sounds like that. And don't even get me started on the Charlie XCX train. I feel like I was drawn to pop in the first place because it didn't really sound like any music I was hearing from American artists. Influence was there, sure, because a lot of K-pop is based off of and profits from Western, especially Black culture. But I feel like K-pop used to have a more distinct sound, and some groups are still putting out true K-pop like Red Velvet, R.I.P. to my queens, or Twice, but even then, Twice has become way more westernized. I feel like the K in K-pop has become faint lately. Bring fun back.
As a Dream Academy icon, ever since the documentary dropped, the fandom has gotten worse, and the popularity of Gnarly has poisoned it more.
Yes!
I also think people read into the group's dynamics so much because of Dream Academy. Cause now people think they all hate each other, and I'm not saying they won't have their problems, but Jesus, people gotta stop acting like they know the Cat's Eye girls just cause they watched a damn Netflix show.
Netizens shouldn't give a fuck about dating, smoking, or drinking scandals because it's stupid and idols are human too.
I 100% agree. Like, if I were an idol, God forbid I want to hit the yard, see my boyfriend, and have a drink here and there. And it's funny how the things people should get kicked out of idol groups about often get glossed over by their companies. It's like idols can be the biggest racists and keep their jobs, but oh no, my appa hit his cart. He's just a baby. Hell no, the double standard is insane. And it's crazy to me that dating is even considered a scandal. Let them live.
Then there's Tarzan. Somebody call corporate, but he's a male, and the same way Suju is still around is all I need.
As soon as I saw that man, I knew he would be the most annoying culture vulture known to man. Like the way that he added in the N-word to a song that didn't even include it is wild to me. And the braids, the way he talks, bro, you're not cool. Stop trying to act like you're from the hood. You're from South Korea, grow the fuck up.
Most of the idols these days aren't really vocalists. Most of them are just screaming at this point. But most companies don't care cause they want dancers and performers and don't care about.
I agree, and I think it's more prevalent now because of consumerism. Nowadays, people will eat anything up. I swear some pop fans are so brain-rotted that they'll hear their fav straining TF out of a note and think it sounds lovely. Like, girl, clean them ears out and listen to Red Velvet or aespa. They can actually sing. Also, people seem to care way more about performance and visuals over singing now, like whatever happened to a good high note.
I think we should get rid of roles in K-pop.
I agree for the most part, especially when most of the members interchangeably do the same stuff. Like what your title is main rapper but you sing on half the tracks. Or you're the main dancer but never get a dance break and just dance like the rest. Also, I think the visual position should not exist. It's so pointless and honestly just harmful. However, I think having clarification for the lead vocal positions can be good to identify who can really sing in the group. But other than that, I agree.
Idol makes good songs even after Sujin left, and people should for real stop with the delusions. She's not coming back in the group, get over it.
I kinda agree, but Idol has definitely had more mid-songs since Soojin left, which may just be a coincidence. I also feel like Soohyeo has been less enthusiastic about performing since Soojin left. But I agree about the delusional fans needing a reality check, because it's been long enough to say Soojin ain't coming back, sadly.
Red Velvet's discography is perfect. They're all so talented. They deserve to be as big as Blackpink.
I'm gonna have to agree with this. Honestly, I'm surprised the world didn't latch onto Red Velvet cause their discography is miles better than Blackpink's. But I kinda like that they're not as globally popular because it makes them feel a bit more special to me. I love those girls.